Homemade jelly donuts or Sufganiyot requires a few hours of prep time and essential oil frying skills. Your time and effort will be worth it. Your Sufganiyot will disappear in minutes. Cup of slightly warm or tepid water in a small bowl. Add 1 teaspoon sugar and your traditional active dry yeast. Stir. After 1 minute, you'll notice that your yeast is dissolving and the water is cloudy. In a large mixing bowl, add 2½ cups of your flour, reserving 1/4 cup for kneading. Add your sugar and a pinch of salt. Sprinkle in your cinnamon, a grating of nutmeg. Stir. In a spouted microwave-safe measuring cup, add 2 tablespoons butter. Microwave for 15 seconds or until your butter is melted. Pour in 1/2 cup 2% milk and microwave for another 30 seconds. Make a well in the center of your dry ingredients. Crack and add your eggs. Stir in your eggs. Make a well in the center. After 8 minutes, your yeast will be foamy and ready to use. Pour your foamy yeast into the well and pour in your warm milk and butter mixture. Pull your surrounding ingredients into the liquids and mix together. With some of your reserved 1/4 cup of flour, generously flour a surface for kneading. Begin kneading your dough, gradually adding the rest of your flour. Push with the heel of your hand, fold, and 1/4 turn. Gradually add the remaining flour. Continue kneading for 8 to 10 minutes until your dough is a smooth round ball. Lightly coat the inside of a medium-sized bowl with vegetable oil to prevent your dough from sticking. Place your dough inside. Cover with a clean cloth and allow your dough to rise in a warm place for 2 hours. You can set your oven to the lowest setting, then turn the heat off once the inside reaches about 85 degrees Fahrenheit or as warm as a hot sunny day, and proof or rise your dough in your oven. When your dough has risen, turn it out onto a lightly floured surface. With a rolling pin, roll out your dough to a 1/4 inch thickness. Using a 2½ inch diameter biscuit cutter or juice glass rim, cut rounds of dough, making sure to cut through to the bottom, twisting the cutter if necessary. Transfer your cut dough rounds to a parchment paper-lined baking tray. Cover with a clean cloth and allow your dough to rise again for another 30 minutes in a warm place. When your cut dough rounds have risen, they are ready to fry in oil. Pour 4 cups of vegetable oil into a medium-sized saucepan, reaching a depth of about 2 inches. Using a thermometer will ensure the correct temperature for frying. When your oil shimmers and reaches 325 degrees to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, reduce your heat to low and maintain the correct temperature. Make sure to keep the dough at the correct temperature of 325 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or your dough will brown or burn quickly at higher temperature like these ones. Fry in batches of only a few dough rounds at a time. Each side turns golden, generally within 1 minute at the correct temperature. When the edges become golden, turn to the other side and continue for about 1 minute. Remove your fried dough with a slotted metal spatula to a paper towel-lined cooling rack. Once your dough rounds are fried, you're ready to complete them as jelly donuts or Sufganiyot. If your low sugar jam is chunky, simply strain through a fine wire mesh strainer to collect the smooth sauce-like jam. Fit a pastry bag with a medium to large round metal tip and carefully fill the pastry bag at an angle to prevent the filling from sliding out the tip. Using a sharp knife tip, cut an opening in the center of your donuts. Carefully insert your round metal tip and squeeze 1 teaspoon of jam into the center. Continue until all your donuts are filled with jam. Combine 3 tablespoons granulated sugar with 3 tablespoons icing sugar. Using a fine wire mesh strainer, sprinkle your donuts with your sugar mixture, tapping the side of the strainer to release the sugar. And here is your platter of under 300 calories, jelly donuts or Sufganiyot. Enjoy! Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and click the notifications bell to get all the latest under 300 calories recipes.